evening, everyone. This event has been brought to you by Takmeel Pakistan, one of the leading organizations in Pakistan, which is working on youth development. And we have the guests with us, Miss RIYA DHAKAL and Sir SHAWAZ BALUCH. RIYA DHAKAL is a very sweet person. She is an influencer. She has also won a Rotary Award. And Sir SHAWAZ is motivational speaker. He is a philanthropist, a mentor, coach. And today we are going to talk about women empowerment and public speaking. Now I would like to give this to our guest. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for
Sir,
inviting
am I
me.
audible?
Yes, you are audible. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. And how
So
are you
thank you.
doing, Rida? Riya, sorry. I just repeated my name. How are the things in Nepal, Riya?
Hi, everything here is absolutely fine, we must say. But the situation is not like as it was before. It's somehow that not that much good as cases are rising. But overall, it's pretty fine. And how's the situation there?
Okay. Today we are going to talk about women empowerment and public speaking, as our guest has an history of achievement in public speaking. So my first question would be from Sir Shavas, that do you think that women empowerment is a threat to masculinity of men, and why most of the men in Pakistan are offensive about about women empowerment?
Okay, can you repeat the question, please, Miss Ria? Oh, sorry, Rida.
My question is that why the men consider the woman empowerment as a threat to their masculinity, and why they think that if women are empowered, so they will lack their position in the society, and why they're against the women empowerment, especially when we talk about Pakistan. So most of the men don't really like it. They actually mind it.
Thank you very much. I think, first of all, we need to understand that what is women empowerment in this context. It's not about that you are actually empowering the woman. Why we are doing this? We need to understand this why part. And I will give you the example of Malaysia. There was a research in Malaysia that how we can improve our economy by doing what are those steps which can help us improve our economy. And guess what? The researchers came up with this idea. The researchers came up with this idea that we need to basically promote our women entrepreneurs and make them as a technopreneur so that they can add a big value to the big value to the big value to the economy of Malaysia. So these steps were taken and they empowered the women. And in this manner, they became the valuable part of their society by not only caring as a caretaker in the house, as a housewife, but also putting so much chunk in the economy of Malaysia. So I think this is the best case study I have seen. And coming back to Pakistani culture, here we have different norms, we have different values. But remember this thing that our religion, our culture does not, discourage the that women should work. I think the woman in the era of Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, her first wife was a businessman. She was a big businessman, the biggest businesswoman in the society. She was a very wealthy woman. So I think we need to understand this context, that women empowerment does not make or weak the masculine men around us. I think what I have experienced, women are really honest in their jobs as an entrepreneur. They are very workaholic. They are very hardworking, and we need to actually explore this empowerment as giving power to the society and plus to the economy of Pakistan. To you.
सर एक्चुअली ये होता है, ये एजुकेट करने की ज़रूरत है हमें अपनी सोसाइटी को, लेकिन जो मैंने इनकाउंटर किया है ना पाकिस्तान में ज़्यादातर कहा जाता है कि वुमेन जो रोड पे एक्सीडेंट होते हैं वो ज़्यादातर वुमेन की वजह से होते हैं. सो ऐसी चीज़ें लाइक डिस्करेज करने के लिए वी नीड टू लाइक एजुकेट सोसाइटी, बट दीज थिंग्स हैव बीन लाइक डन सो मच बाय मेन against women. So what do you think about? Do you really believe कि एक्सीडेंट जितने ज़्यादातर रोड्स पे होते हैं वो औरतों की वजह से होते हैं? Are we like responsible of that?
I think you have forgotten our first fighter pilot, woman, Maryam Mukhtar. She was a brave pilot. I have seen so many pilots. So to talk about the road, I have seen. You have the Samina Beg. She has climbed the highest peak. So what to talk about the only driving a car or a bicycle? The woman has gone far from that. There are so many examples. We have got so many brave women. There was our Arfa. She was Arfa Karim. She was so much brilliant. So I think we need to accept this reality that she can. The women are the integral part of the society, and they could be very fruitful. We can, use their skills, their interpersonal soft skills. And coming to your point that due to the road accident, I think this is just a taboo which has been created in the society, that women are, just the accidents are done, the accidents happens due to the woman, and that is not right. I have seen so many good car racing. Remember in the I will give you example of the in this there was Balochistan rally. There were two women. They were the drivers. So I was really fascinated. I was really staggered to see them. So I think you need to understand, accept this reality, and they are not your opponents. We need to understand this point as men, as a society, that these women are not our opponents. They are our teammates. So we have to take them along with us. This is the basics, a small point we need to understand. If we can understand this, we can do wonders with them. Thank you. Over to you.
I really want to mention here that we really need men like you. And while coming back to Riya, how are the things in Nepal, Riya? Like, what is the status of women in Nepal?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. When
Am I
coming
audible?
Yeah, you're perfectly audible. So thank you so much for the question. So talking about the status of Nepal, the status of Nepal is, I'll say it's pretty much average, because the condition was quite poor in the past. But when we come to the current scenario, the situation is improving, and either it be in health, education, or it be employment, or decision making, or it be politics. The participation of women has been increasing these days. When I see back at times and listen to stories from my grandmoms and mom, they were like, there was no opportunity for women in Nepal. And when I see at my time, I see a lot of opportunities for women. And the thing is that the literacy rate as well as awareness in women is rising each day, because of which the status of women is rising. And it's the one thing that makes me really happy each day, that at least one woman is being educated each day, one woman is being aware each day, and she's spreading awareness, because of which the status is increasing, rising each day. And I hope to see the entire world having a high status of women in this entire world up to 2030. So hope so that we'll have an amazing future. And what I personally believe is having an education for women helps to raise their status, and so increasing the education level of women and giving free education. There was a particular state of Nepal government, they had started to provide free education as well as scholarships, along with the special, like they used to provide some financial supports for the women who used to drop out schools because of their poverty, and like to support their family. So Nepal government has taken that great initiative by bringing all the women and girls to schools, that has really helped us to raise the status of the country. So thank you.
This is very nice to know. And I think these initiatives should be taken so that the women would really be empowered. As women in transgender have been marginalized in our society. So, do you think that financial independence is the only way out for women in our society? For I will elaborate my question with an example. कि जब एक औरत की हमारे माशरे में शादी होती है एंड समहाउ चीज़ें अच्छी नहीं चलती, तो उसके पास एक ही होता है फॉर, अब वो उसकी शादी हो गई है एंड देन अपने हस्बैंड के घर में आ गई है, और कुछ बल्कि 50% से ज़्यादा लोग हमारे माशरे में स्टेबल नहीं है, तो या तो उसको अपनी फैमिली के पास, अपने बाप के पास वापस आना होता है, एंड देन वो सोच के कि बाप के साथ सोसाइटी कैसा रवैया करेगी, वो फोर्स होती है अपने हस्बैंड के साथ रहने में. सो इन दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट, क्या वाकई फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस इज द ओनली वे आउट फॉर वुमेन?
Okay.
Sir, my question is from
Actually,
you.
I get the
Yeah, okay, you can explain, Riya.
Okay, thank you so much. So talking about financial independence, and when we talk especially about women empowerment particularly, the very first thing that strikes our mind is financial independence. Like it moves up parallelly, but the thing is that we need to understand that women empowerment or empowering of women, it's not just making her financially independent. And talking when a marriage does not go well, or in any of the other scenarios, either you are in your parents' house, either you are in your husband's house, or anywhere. The thing is, financial independence strikes your mind first. But the thing is, before financial independence, there is one thing that comes, and we actually ignore that up. It's having a voice. Until and unless you have a voice for yourself, even having financial independence is not worth it. Imagine that you are having like billions of dollars and you are completely financially independent, but you still fear to speak for yourself. You are not able to take a stand for yourself. And then what's the value of financial independence? So we need to understand this fact, particularly that having a voice for, especially for women, to empower her and making her able to control all the decisions of her life by herself before having a financial independence will make the financial independence really worth it. Else, the financial independence will not be that much worth it as it should be. And particularly talking to the question, I personally believe that financial independence is not only the way for a woman to be empowered, for her to be able to take the decisions, it's her courage, it's her confidence, and it's also her knowledge. If you have enough knowledge, and if you are really like, I have enough knowledge, I can sustain myself with the knowledge and skills that I have, and I really have a voice for myself, then you can actually achieve financial independence with all these skills that you have. So have the skills, build up your skills before thinking of financial independence, and have a voice for yourself. Thank you.
Sir Shahbaz, would you like to cater this question?
Yeah, rightly said by Ria. I think in this context, I will endorse her. And in my opinion, it's all about uh, raising your own voice, she has rightly said. And for that, you need to improve your communication skills first. You see, the foundation for every skill, the leadership skill, the team building skill, the influencer, the conflict resolution, all these interpersonal and soft skills need a foundation, a base, and that is your communication skills. And for that, that initial phase is to have that confidence, to have that courage, to have that ethics, to speak for your own self, to speak for your family, to speak for your society. You see, gender discrimination doesn't mean anything to me. You see, it's all about your own personal skills. If a girl is having a better skill and better mindset than a boy or man, then it doesn't mean that she needs to be, ignored, and she needs to be isolated. It's all about feeling jealousy. We need to cater this thing that if a girl is doing a fantastic job, we need to endorse her, we need to support her, and we need to, we need to articulate all of her skills and make her, feel that you are the part of this society, and the thing which you are doing is a fantastic. I will share an example with you guys. when I when I started off with my MS project management, and after pilot, when I became blind, and there was, I used to give papers with a writer, and guess what? And I won the gold medal. But during this time, all those my writers, there were two. Sometimes a boy used to come in the university to write my paper, and I was telling him or her, and sometime a girl used to come and write my paper. Guess what? The girls always used to do my paper with full honesty and full, determination, and full, empathy. And they were even, watching those minutest detail, that it is, and rechecking the paper. So this is a very basic example for you guys, that how the thinking process of a woman is different from for a man. You see, you have to accept her as, I've already told you, as your colleague, as your, as your friend, as your supporter. You need not to, face in front of her and tell her that no, this is not your place. Your place should be back at home. Those days are gone. We need to evolve ourselves. We need to accept this reality, that there should be no gender discrimination in the society. They have got the full rights. If they are capable enough, they can go everywhere and in every profession. Over to you, Rida. I'm enjoying my coffee with you guys.
Thank you so much. So, from what I get from your both discussion, then the question came in my mind is that then how can we initiate public speaking? People have a lot of fear about public speaking. Even the male are not very confident about public speaking. So, in case of women who are really being marginalized in our society, so uh, how can we take a beginner step towards it?
You see, can I answer this question? If Ria allows me, can I answer this?
Tia, would you like to
If
address
you
the
don't,
question?
Riya,
Okay, I'll
can I
address it
answer this
after
question?
survey.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
sure,
see,
sure.
thank you. You see, there is always a first step towards your destination, and first step is always a failure. Remember this thing. I, being a motivational speaker, I thought that this is it. One day that when I became blind, I thought that no, this is the time I should speak my heart out. One day I have to speak. Why I'm afraid of this thing that oh ho log kya kahenge? To hell with log. To hell with the people. Where were those people when you were in trouble, when you were in problem, when you are in some facing some pandemic, when you are facing some disaster? Where are those people? This is my question to all of the women sitting and listening here. Where are those people? So why you, and especially goes for also for the men, why you people are afraid of speaking your heart out? Why? What is the fear? Why? My question is why? This fear, those people will never help you. Those people are always skeptical about you. They are always sarcastic. They will show no gratitude towards you. So this is my quest. This is my request, and this is my advice, that if you want to start off your your public speaking thing and you want to improve, the first step is just say it, bold it, bold it. This is my vision, bold it. If it is wrong if it is right, just say it, bold it. In this manner you will start your saying your heart out. Whatever you are thinking from your mind and from your heart, just speak it out from your mouth. This is the biggest, God has given the gift to you. The God has given to you this mouth, and it has given to you this tongue to speak your heart, to speak your mind out. Whenever you are, do not press yourself, do not stress yourself. If you'll not do it at this moment, you will never do it. When I became, I had this problem in my life. I never gave up. I thought this is the right time to say my heart out. You see, you need not to wait for a disaster to with yourself, so that if you will say, okay, whenever I will, get some problem in my life, I will speak my heart. No, it's not like this. If or you will say to yourself, okay, that guy is saying that you are so funny while you are talking. To hell with that guy. Remember this thing. Life is only given once. When you are going to speak, this is my question. Ask it from yourself at every moment of your life, during every moment of your day. Just ask from yourself when you are going to speak, when the day will come. Over to you, Rida.
Thank you so much for this beautiful insight. एंड यस आई वुड लाइक टू इंडोर्स यू कि वो चार लोग कभी मिलते भी नहीं है, वो जो चार लोग बातें करते हैं ना, वो आज तक किसी को वो चार लोग नहीं मिले हैं और ना ही वो कभी मिलेंगे. सो स्टॉप थिंकिंग अबाउट देम.
इसके लिए कहते हैं काफिले
वुड यू लाइक टू से समथिंग अबाउट दिस?
काफिले गुजरते रहते हैं और लोग बोलते रहते हैं.
जी बिल्कुल. रिया, वुड यू लाइक टू शेयर योर व्यूज ऑन दिस?
Sure. It would be an honor for me to share about public speaking. So, talking about public speaking, I would like to share something that is really personal. Okay, let me tell you all my own story. Okay, when I started public speaking since I was in grade, I think I was in grade one. So back then I started public speaking, and now I'm in grade 11. The journey seems like it's a 10 years journey, but you know what happened in initial days when I used to get to the stage and just speak up, there were people who said me like, Ria, it's not a cup of your tea. Just leave it up. Don't get involved in public speaking. You are not good at speaking. Then I replied them, maybe at this point of time I'm not good, but I will show you one day being the best version in public speaking. So I continuously started moving on, and I want to say everyone who are listening this and who are feared of public speaking or speaking up to the mass, I will just say you all that success begins from a single step. You need to take a small step to reach reach to the big success. So take that one step. It might be full of fear, you might be scared on the stage, you might forget what you are going to say. That's all fine. It's just that you are normal like every one of us. I believe like every one of us might have that somewhat embarrassing moment on the stage when we forgot what we are going to say, when we forgot like we have no idea what to talk. We became blank on stage. That's all fine because it's a part of learning. And the day when we accept that failure or sometimes failing is always a part of success and moving on continuously can make you reach to the place where you have not even dreamt of. So when we start accepting this fact, it will make you reach the place where you might not even have imagined, and getting the level of success. Not only success, it will even help you to socialize with people, because in public speaking there is a particular thing that we actually need to understand is connecting to public. When you are able to connect to the people who are listening up to you, then only there is the actual meaning of public speaking. Suppose if I'm just talking here and I cannot connect to you, then I'm actually not a good speaker. Because a good speaker is that person who is able to connect to people with their stories, and they are able to make a connection between the audience and themselves. So if you are scared of talking to public, if you are scared of public speaking, but still you want to try public speaking, then just get onto the stage, take up the opportunities that you get. Sometimes you might go blank, that's all fine. Be happy, just think it like next day you are gonna be successful no matter you get blank on stage. And the people who say you are not good enough, just say them that you are going, yes, you are not made to be good, but you are made to be the best one. And you'll move on continuously until you become the best one, and move it up in your life. Keep practicing. So thank you, Rita. Back to you.
Thank you so much for this wonderful insight. Actually, Maheen is my co-host, but due to some reason she could not join. She asked some question in the chat box. Maheen, if you can show up.
So, Rida, I want to add something now, a bit of one thing
Yes, sir, sure.
regarding public speaking.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
sure.
would you, if you allow me? You see, I will
Yes,
share
sir.
an incident with you. When I was in eighth grade, back in eighth grade, rather in seventh grade, I remember, I was selected in my debating club, and I had to do some debate. And they thought that I am a a intelligent student, and I could be a very good speaker. And I still remember that there were like 12 speakers in that contest, and I was having the topic which was against all those 11. I was the 12th one. And I still remember that when I went to the stage on the rostrum, and when I looked uh, in front of my eyes, there were huge eyes. There was so many huge crowd, and so many eyes were looking at me. And I forgot my speech. At that moment, I was freezed. I was shivering, my heart was pounding, and I freezed. And the very next day, they threw me out of my debating club. And this was the first failure I have seen in my life as a speaker. And guess what? After that, I became a motivational speaker at Qasim Ali Shah Foundation with Qasim Ali Shah. And also, I became a speaker and winner at Toastmaster International in Pakistan and also on the international circuit. You see, this is the basic difference, because you need to show some your power of resilience. You have to show the society that this is me. I have never given up. I have so much still left in myself. You can rise from from ashes. There are so many good examples. I can quote here. They have come from their failures. And remember, failure is the first step towards the success. So, as a practical platform, if you want to you practice your public speaking skills, this is an organization, the Toastmaster International. This is all around the world. I am the member of so many clubs in Pakistan and so many clubs in Canada. And and US also. You can also become a member. You can practice your public speaking skill. You can go. This is a very good practical platform, and this is a very good opportunity, very nominal. You can go and join that, and you can practice your public speaking skills over there. So this is a small thought I thought to share with you. Over to you, Rida. I hope Maheen is back.
Yes, sir, I am. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, everybody, welcome. Give her a big round of applause for Maheen. She made it.
Finally, I am in
Hi, Maheen.
But
after a
Let me
lot of
ask you
struggle.
first question.
So I was listening to
Okay,
you and
my
Rhea,
first question.
and
Okay, Maheen.
I got
Maheen, this is my
enthusiastic.
first question. This is my first. So, Maheen, what do you think that why women empowerment is important for you? Maheen, you're still distorted. Maheen, you're
there is still a lot of interruption with
So
your
I think
mic,
Rida,
Maheen.
Rida, you can continue.
Yes, sir. While connecting this to the topic, women empowerment, how can we convince women to approach this social media platform? Mahina has asked this question in the chat box.
Okay, who is to answer this question?
How can we
Rida also,
convince
please.
women to approach the social media? You both can answer voluntarily.
Okay, I will like
Ria,
that.
would you like to
Rhea
share
should answer
your
this
views
question.
on this?
Rhea
Okay.
Okay,
should answer
sure.
this.
Over to you, Ria.
I okay. When it comes to social media, I want to say that social media is really a big platform for you. It's a big platform to learn. It's a big platform to explore yourself, to share your stories to others, and to connect to people. But also, social media is a platform where if you are not following enough precautions, it can be a nightmare to you. So having this all facts over there, if people they're actually able to use social media really well, then they can have a lot of benefits. But people, and especially when it comes, girls are really scared to come on social media because they feel it like it's a bit unsecure for them, and they feel it like they are going to have some problems if they are going to come on social media, and all other questions being raised in their mind before they join social media. So I want to say you all that social media is really a safe platform if you are able to utilize this platform really well, because social media helped me a lot to know myself. It helped me a lot to explore myself, share my stories, and connect to the entire world. So to those girls who are still scared of joining social media, sharing their problems to others, I want to just say you all that join social media. There are different social organizations that are working online, especially even in during this pandemic time. There are different social media, social pages that are working. I believe even Takmeel Pakistan is working for different purposes in order to enhance the creativity, in order to enhance the public speaking, and and regarding the empowerment. In the same way, there are other pages too that are working. So you can just come to social media, just text up those pages if you are having any of the kind of social problems, either it be regarding the empowerment, domestic violence, or any of the problems. You can just come to social media and just knock any one of the pages that are working. I'm pretty much sure that the pages that are working are going to help you a lot to sort out all your problems, and to even make you empowered, have a voice. They are going to teach you even to have a voice, how to be confident, how to share your stories to the world, and how can you aware other people who are having problems like you. So if you are getting even scared to join social media, just do not get scared. Just learn to use it well, and that's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, and while connecting to this, I was thinking that we should run a hashtag listen to her. क्योंकि मोस्टली जब कोई भी लड़की अपने बताना चाहती है या बताना शुरू करती है, तो पहले ही उसको डिस्करेज कर दिया जाता है कि ये एविडेंस नहीं है, ये चीज़ नहीं है, एंड कोई यकीन नहीं करेगा, और आपके पास सबूत होना चाहिए। भाई बात की बात है, वो मसला सॉल्व करना तो बहुत बात की बात आती है, पहले मसला सुनो तो एटलीस्ट लिसन टू हर। एंड व्हाट वुड यू लाइक टू से सर शहवाज बलोच?
देखिए, I will say डर किस बात का? My question is कि डर किस बात का? डर इस बात का है कि हम हार जाएंगे, I will face a failure. Okay, suppose I am a girl and I want to do something in my life. So what should I do in this pandemic? The answer is social media, e-commerce. अगर आपके अंदर इतनी, but the question is, क्या आपके अंदर इतनी courage है? Do you have some bravery? Do you have some willpower? Do you have some determination? ये आप पहले इसका फैसला करें यहाँ पे आके। अगर आपके अंदर करेज नहीं है, आपके अंदर विल पावर नहीं है, आपके अंदर डिटर्मिनेशन नहीं है, डोंट हैव द मोटिवेशन, यू डोंट हैव द इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन, देन कम्स, वो तो बात की बातें आ जाती है। फिर आप दुनिया को कन्विंस करेंगी। जब अपने आप को कन्विंस कर लेंगी, द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज you can have the extrinsic motivation, you can motivate other people, you can convince other people. जैसे रिया ने कहा कि it's all about connecting and लोगों को उनके साथ connect करना है. It's the communication is about two C's. You have to, communicate and you have to convince people. जब तक आप अंदर इतनी moral courage होगी, इतनी power of determination होगी, then you will be able to easily convince others. Then you will be able to overcome the hurdles. Then you will be able to overcome the challenges. It doesn't matter कि कौन है आपके सामने. आपको you will not be afraid. You will not be having fear. जब यहाँ पे सब कुछ पक्का होगा, you will be having the vision. That vision is how you can see in yourself in the future. जब आप अपने आप को future में देख रहे होंगे, you will be seeing your persona. That okay, today Riya or Rida is, today I'm here and tomorrow I'll be there. So that will think, that persona, that future will give you motivation. Let's do it. It doesn't matter. ये जो failure है, ये तो it's all about small type of, bumps in the road. It can slow your progress, but it will never stop you to reach your destination. Remember this thing. And social media is a tool. You can easily इसको आप adopt कर सकते हैं. You can use it for your even business also. Your social media tool is all about building your social network. It's all about enhancing your skill as a social media user. आप इसको as a e-commerce के तौर पे ले सकती हैं. E-commerce पे हमने लम्स में एक प्रोजेक्ट किया, मैं आपसे यहाँ से शेयर करता जाऊँ. वहाँ पे मेरी जो क्लास फेलोज थी, they started off selling their products and for like 2-3 years back, and now they are a very, it's at a very successful scale. They are selling their products, very local products. Or abhi, you have must known about this news that Amazon has opened all the doors for B2C, business to consumer. So this is the platform. You're afraid, आप है जी मैंने ये करना है काम, जब करना है तो करना है. मरियम इफ्तिखार ने जब जेट उड़ाना था, उसने कहा मैंने उड़ाना है तो उड़ाना है. शी बिकेम फाइटर पायलट. सबीना बेग ने जब केटू को सर करना था, माउंट एवरेस्ट को, तो उसने कहा मैंने करना है तो करना है. इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस के घर में बैठे ही और इस तरह हो जाए और मैं जी घर में बैठे बस सारे काम कर लूं. इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस. यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन. ओवर टू यू रिदा.
यस सर, और मैं इसमें ऐड करना चाहूँगी कि ये दुनिया से लड़ाई की बजाय आपकी खुद से लड़ाई होती है. और एक्चुअली में आपको खुद से ही ये कॉन्फिडेंस आता है और सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन होती है दैट यू कैन डू इट. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली. That is, do you think that endorsing brands which sells problem with body shape, color, and wrinkles on face, then supporting the narrative of woman empowerment is pseudo feminism? I mean, media faces and beauty influencers are doing the same thing. I believe that it is actually uh, sh- a wolf in the sheep clothing. Like, just because you are a woman and you are saying that I support women, and then you are just doing this, endorsing these kinds of brands, and then at the same time you are supporting the narrative of woman empowerment. How fair is that? Like, you are making us fools.
Hello, can you hear me?
Dia, would you like to address this question?
Yeah, I love to address this. So basically, coming to the question, like when we talk about women empowerment,
Yes, sir.
let me
You
tell
are
you all
audible.
that women empowerment. Okay, am I audible? Okay, women empowerment is not just empowering women. It's not even just having a voice. It's something above this. It's just giving her complete rights to control her life independently. It's letting her know that acceptance is the first way of having being empowered, and it's teaching her that self acceptance and having a voice. Having a voice, this all are the part of a women empowerment. And when it comes to our society, it's like, if you are a girl, you need to look pretty, you need to have makeup, you need to look pretty, you need to have that perfect body shape, you need to look attractive, you must be that attractive that guys will fall for you. Isn't this what we have been taught in our society? Every time when we walk, we are said each day that you need to look pretty. And there are a lot of makeup brands, and when it comes to, like, I have seen a lot of advertisements going on. And one day when I was just sitting with my parents and watching the television, I saw a particular advertisement where they were comparing the race of people, black girl and white girl and this and that. If you have a dark skin tone, you can use the foundations and all beauty products to make yourself look bright, to have a white skin tone. If you have fat, then you can use this certain types of a belt to have the perfect body shape. But wait, what does that they mean to say? Is it just we need to look pretty, we must be attractive? Are women just made for that? Already the society is giving all the women this kinds of thoughts in their mind since they are born, and this types of brands, beauty endorsement brands, and they are just doing body shaming, color shaming, and all other things, and just they are deepening that thought that women should look pretty, should be attractive. But wait, are we just born to look attractive? Are we just born to look pretty? Or we are born to be confident? We are born to have a voice, to be heard, and to be confident enough to get into the world and achieve what we want to achieve. So my question to all the girls, next time when you are looking at your makeup products, next time when you are going to your dressing table, question yourself that are these brands really making you pretty, or they are just damaging your mindset instead? And coming to this beauty endorsement brands, and just request, it's a kind request to you all, could you please stop body shaming and color shaming in the name of advertisement? And just they are just promoting of the women empowerment. That's the most sarcastic thing. Women empowerment is teaching everyone, it's teaching everyone, not only women, it's teaching everyone to accept the way they are. Acceptance is the first way of empowering someone, and they are making the narratives of empowerment, as well as making the people compare themselves with the other, making them feel like they are not perfect one and they need to have other products to make them perfect. So my message to every one of you would be, it's not that makeup and all are good, it's not that they are not even bad, but it's just that we need to have a beautiful mindset instead of having an attractive or beautiful body. Because at the end, what matters is what you have done, what you have achieved, not how pretty you were, how attractive you were, and how bold you were. So work on your mindset, work on what you want to achieve, and do not focus on this beauty products and this beauty like endorsement, like this all are just a pseudo feminism, because feminism never teaches you to look, to just focus on your external appearances. It never makes any girl feel uncomfortable that either she is tall or short, either she is fat or she is lean. One of the most sarcastic thing is that our society, they never leave to draw the girls back. Even if she is thin, they're like, oh, you are so skinny. Even if she is fat, says, oh, you are so fat. If she is tall, oh, you are so tall. If she is short, oh, you are so short. So this kind of thing get prevalent in society. Neglect this all and focus on your actual aim, that is achieving something in your life, achieving your dream that you actually want to achieve in your life, and just get involved in that and do not get affected by this kinds of pseudo feminisms that are being promoted by this beauty endorsement products and all. Thank you. Over to you, Rita.
Yes, I would like to endorse you, Riya, कि जितनी भी हमारी like those women who are in power, that they are making our people believe in them. They're making people fool. They are selling the consciousness of body, consciousness of skin color, and they are doing it like these people are in power, so we believe them, we look into them, and then we adopt things like what they do. So they should really be criticized, and they should really be discouraged for doing that. अगर आप ये कर रहे हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू आर डूइंग दिस फॉर मेकिंग मनी, देन बी रियल कि जी हम पैसे बनाने के लिए कर रहे हैं. एंड देन एट द सेम टाइम जब भी वुमेन डे आता है या कुछ भी ऐसे लाइक टू सपोर्ट द ओन गोइंग नैरेटिव कि पीपल बिलीव इन दिस, सो लेट्स डू दिस, लाइक अपनी मार्केटिंग करने के लिए दे डू दैट, एंड दे मेक वुमेन फूल, दे मेक पीपल फूल. Sir, what would you like to say on this?
Sorry, I missed the conversation. I was out due to poor connection. Can you please repeat the question?
Sir, the question was that endorsing brand which sells problem with body shape, color, and wrinkles and face, and then supporting the narrative of woman empowerment is pseudo feminism, like the way media faces and beauty influencers are doing. What would you say about that? This is a direct criticism on the models and on the beauty influencers.
Okay. I don't think so that these things matter. I mean, you see, if you are okay, if you are a brand ambassador, you are a very brand conscious woman, and then what do you think that these things will make you brave, make you courageous, or give you willpower, just tell me. I will ask you the question that please tell me that makeup kit which has made you brave and gave you the power of speaking in the society or in the public. Just give me one brand. Just give me the brand name of that lawn which you have worn, and you have felt so much courage in yourself. I don't think so. These are the materialistic things. You need to understand this very critical point, that these things doesn't matter a lot. Yesterday I was going to some marketplace in this lockdown. I saw a woman driving a bike, and she was wearing a mask. She was not bothered about her environment near around. She was not bothered that she was going going in that polluted air, polluted environment. The thing which was which mattered to her was that she was going towards her destination, and that is it. This was her goal. So this is same goes for our lives. As a woman, you need to understand this thing, that this is your own choice. There are two ways in front of you. One is that you need to make yourself weak. Just tell me one thing, that you have, for the past so many years, we have seen so many beautiful actresses in the movies, and the downfall, when the downfall came, where are they now? Where are they now? The screen beauty only lasts for only 2 to 3 years, and after that, new face come. Why it is like this? Why? What thing that sustain at the last leg of your life? That is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was more than 85 years old, and she was having so many wrinkles on her face. But that doesn't matter a lot. We know her for her kindness, for her gratitude. So you need to, this is your choice. ये आपकी अपनी choice है. It doesn't have to do, ये हर इंसान की अपनी choice है.
Very true, sir.
If you
Very
want to go
true.
like this, and this is your own choice. And remember this thing, there is another dimension of this thing. It is not bad. You do you makeup, it's good. हर एक को अच्छा makeup करना अच्छा लगता है, हर एक को अच्छा दिखना अच्छा लगता है. There is no harm in that. But you need to understand that what is the most important thing. First, you have to prioritize that you need to be confident. You need to be brave. You can talk your face, you can talk your heart out. And second thing is your appearance. मैं तो अभी किसी को नहीं देख सकता, मैं तो आप में से किसी को नहीं देख रहा, मैं किसी को जज ही नहीं कर सकता उसकी अपीयरेंस पे. अब मुझे जवाब देना, मैं किस चीज पे जज करूं आपको? मैं तो आपको उसी चीज पे जज करूंगा जब it's all about the connection, the talk, the connectivity, the communication, the relationship we will build. मुझे आपकी अपीयरेंस से क्या लेना देना यार? तो same thinking you should be having in your mind. आपके जहन में ये चीज होनी चाहिए कि भाई मुझे क्या तुम्हारी अपीयरेंस से लेना देना. It's not who is saying, it's what she is saying, what he is saying. That is it. Finish. In this manner, your mind will become
That matters.
Yes, your heart will become at ease. You will be happy. He always.
Yes, sir.
Love for all, hate for all. That is it. Over to you, Mr.
We need to realize that we got free mind, we got free soul, and we got a moving body. And we should be very grateful for that. And this is all what matters. And I was seeing the story of Muniba Mazari. She did not got a moving body, but still she has a amazing soul, and she got a free mind.
Sorry to cut you here, Rita. Sorry to cut
Yes,
you.
sir.
Last month I went on the show of Muniba Mazari, and I met this lady. She was a wonderful lady. She was really courageous. She was on wheelchair, and she came to me. वो खुद अपनी wheelchair पे उन्होंने चलाई. She came and had a discussion. और उसके बाद we went to the studio और हमने मेरा वो session उसके साथ हुआ. I mean, people talk. Okay, people talk so much about her. Okay, I will not get into that discussion. I don't want to. But the thing which I saw was that she was full of determination, full of motivation. She was a very, sober lady. She was empathetic, and that are all those things. You see, we are actually, अब हमारा मसला क्या है? हमें एक बंदा कहता है यार वो ऐसा without experiencing your own self, you just कहते हैं हाँ जी ये ऐसे ही है. और भैया आपका अपना माइंड कहाँ गया? आपको अल्लाह ने अलग से दिमाग दिया हुआ है. You have your got own lenses. Where is your mind is reflected by others' talks. ये मसला है हमारा. हम दूसरों की बातों में अच्छा यार, ओ नो लड़की नहीं बोल सकती, लड़की काम नहीं कर सकती, लड़की बिजनेस नहीं कर सकती, लड़की एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बन सकती. It's not like this, यार. She is having capability, she has got brain, she has got ethics, she can. आपको पता है कि लड़कियां जो होती हैं, women are having more empathize and more aesthetic sense than men. Emotionally, they are more emotionally, intelligent than men. You see, you need to explore all these things, and then we can have a better society and better relationship.
Samaheen has asked the question in the comment box that how have you gone through the psychological pressure of public speaking? What was your experience in that?
Practice. अभी भी जब मैं जाता हूँ, तो मैं जब भी जाता हूँ, it's see, आप देखें, तुक्के नहीं मारने. आपने क्रिकेट देखी होगी, आप देखती होंगी ना क्रिकेट. ये तुक्का मारा ठक, ये तुक्का मारा ठक. पाकिस्तानी है ना, है ऐसी है ना रिदा, मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ या रिया.
Yes sir.
हम लोग नेट प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते, हमारे बैट्समैन नेट प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते, वो इसको जरूरी नहीं समझते, तो इसलिए दे फेल इन द ग्राउंड. दे आर वेरी पुअर टीम ऑफ अ टेस्ट मैच. कहने का मकसद ये है कि जब भी मैं स्पीच के लिए जाता हूं, जब भी मैं किसी भी कॉन्टेस्ट में जाता हूं, आई प्रैक्टिस. मैं अपनी स्पीच, मैं एक कॉन्टेस्ट की स्पीच को 50 दफा प्रैक्टिस करता हूं उस कॉन्टेस्ट में जाने से पहले. तो अब होता क्या, प्रैक्टिस, this will become your second habit. मैं अगर आपसे कह रहा हूँ, ओके रिदा, मुझे नाम मुश्किल लग रहा था, एंड में मैं सो रहा हूँ, रिदा. It's like this. Practice so that it should become your second habit. जब मैं पायलट था, तो हमारे कॉकपिट में जब हम इमरजेंसीज करते थे, तो हमारी इमरजेंसीज वो इतनी बार कराते थे कि इमरजेंसी को कंट्रोल करना हमारी सेकंड हैबिट बन जाती थी. हम बोलते बाद में थे, हमारे हाथ पहले चलना शुरू हो जाते थे. दिस इज एग्जांपल आई वांट टू शेयर विद यू. लेकिन इट्स ऑल अबाउट दैट यू विल प्रैक्टिस मोर. यू विल, देखें, जब तक समंदर में डूबेंगे नहीं तो गहराई का अंदाजा कैसे होगा आपको. इफ यू विल नॉट प्रैक्टिस, यू विल से हाय फियर ऑफ पब्लिक स्पीकिंग. इट्स नॉट. भाई मुझे आज भी होता है. मैंने हालांकि कितने सारे कॉन्टेस्ट जीते हुए हैं, लेकिन आज में जब भी स्पीच स्टार्ट करने से पहले 5 seconds, first 5 seconds your heart pounds, you have goosebumps, but after 5 seconds you control the situation, you control yourself. आप कहते हैं हाँ ठीक है, let's do it, focus on the end. वो कहते हैं ना, begin end in my mind. स्टीवन कवी ने कहा था ना, think win-win, begin end in your mind. इस तरीके से आप सोचें. तो माहीन, I hope you got this answer.
Yes sir, you have explained very beautifully. Dia, would you like to add something?
I think most of the things are covered by sir in this case. So, you know what actually makes us like psychologically active when we are having a public speaking practice sessions and all is that being the best one that what you were yesterday. That's something that really motivates you to go up and be the best one each day. Just look at yourself how you were yesterday. As sir said, in cricket, it's all about practice. What we just see is like we just see them giving up the 6 and 6 and 6. We say like, okay, the person is really amazing, but we cannot see the kind of practice that he went through and how he managed all those psychological things, because he or she is also a human. They also have certain ups and downs in life. So the only thing that will motivate you to go constantly is be the best one in you, what you were yesterday. Do not compare yourselves with other, because that will rather demotivate you. So just compare yourselves with yourself, what you were yesterday, what you are today. Just compare it each day to yourselves, and you will be really motivated to work each day. When you find that you have at least improved 1% than what you were yesterday, you will feel more excited. You'll feel like, okay, yesterday I did 1% better. Today I'm gonna do 3% better, 2% better. If not so, I'll at least maintain that 1% better. So if you keep on looking at yourself and improving each day, even when you feel like low, there are times when you feel low, you will be like tired of with all those practice. But what you need to look is you have really improved from what you started in the initial days, and you still can improve a lot each day. So for that improvement, you need to practice. You need to get into the field, you need to practice it, and only after that you can have a great fruit. So it said that, like, it's that we need to pour water to a plant daily. Like even for a mango plant, it takes like many years to have the first fruit on its plant. But when you have that fruit, you get that continuously year after year. So the practice is same, and public speaking is also basically the same. At first, to get the fruit, you need to have that constant dedication. You'll have ups, downs, you'll feel low, you will feel like today let's not do practice. That's pretty common. But what you need to see, I have said, like, you need to see what you were yesterday, what you are present, and what you can be in future. So just compare yourself to that plant tree which has not yet achieved the fruits that it could. So just keep on, and once you get that fruit, even with this dedications and practice, you can achieve a lot of fruits in your life, and that fruits will be really more sweeter than those mangoes that you enjoy. So thank you.
Sumit Yadav is sharing a very beautiful message. One quote is said, he's saying that one quote is said by the author that degree is just a sheet of paper and utilizing of their own behavior is the real education. Maheen, if you want to ask some question, then you can ask if the connection is stable at your side. I would also like to mention that this session has been brought by IKS Logics, which is a leading software company in Lahore, and Takmeel Adventures. So my last question would be from both of you guys, that why the action of women rights have different impact in different countries.
So addressing this, okay, can I
So
answer
would you like
this?
to address this question?
I would love that Riya should answer this question first.
Am I audible?
Okay. Yeah, you are perfectly audible. Okay. Talking to this question, why does women empowerment and these issues have, like, women rights have different impacts in different countries? We need to understand the fact that different countries have been ruled by different governments. Every country has a particularly different government, and they have a different culture. Like, coming to the point that even the culture of Nepal and the culture of Pakistan is different. So if we try the same thing or the same experiment in Nepal, it could have another result. And the same thing, if we try it in Pakistan, it could have different result. It could be simply understood by giving a same question to the two students in an examination hall. And when the teacher checks the answer is never gonna be same, because everyone has that different perspective. The similar is with the countries. They have different citizens living inside, and each citizens have the different level of mindset. They have different level of thought process, different cultures, different government processes, different laws, because of which the laws, rules that are being brought by the different movements that have been brought. It could be praised by a certain government, and it could be even criticized by the another government. So it's all about the culture that the people have been growing in, the culture that have been passing on. So if there is a particular country where people have been thought of, like their culture teaches of them like women are the second class citizens, should not be given rights and all of a sudden if someone goes to that country and try to bring up the lights of women empowerment or different women rights, it's going to be really tough for the person to convince them initially, because they have that certain level of strong mindset that women are second class citizens, they should not be given rights. So that is strict, like that's like solidly getting sticked in the mind of that particular country. On the other hand, we have another country where the people, there is a culture that everyone is equal, either it be male, female, or transgender. Everyone is equal and they should be treated equally. And if we take the plans and proposals for women empowerment or empowering anyone or women rights, then this plan it's really easy to implement that in that particular country where there is equality, where there is that certain culture that people should be treated equally. So because of all these cultures, and I believe like there is a great rule of what we have been taught since the childhood in this case. So what I personally believe, it's a mindset of people that are sitting inside a particular country, mindset that they have, because of which we are having the different results on even trying the same women rights in different countries. Thank you. Over to you, Rita. I guess the she is disconnected. Sorry, you can address this.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. So very well said by Ria. Already she has addressed all the points. I will give a very simple example that if I create an analogy that how different, woman empowerment impacts in different countries, and it's all of related to their culture. You see, there are certain places in Pakistan that the woman does not have even the basic human rights. An apple with orange. You need to understand that there is a basic difference of culture behind every society. So what we can do is, in this scenario, we can adopt so many good things from other cultures. We can mold that society, and we can implement them, and help the woman to have their basic rights. You see, it starts from basic. If a tree has to grow, it has to start from a seed. A seed is very small, a minute thing, like an atom, and it can grow like a big tree. So we need to understand that we need to start off with the basic rights, and then we can mold, and we can evolve, and then we can talk about all the women of Pakistan. They can do so many good things like the women of any other country in the world. If they are given some platform, they need to be addressed. They need to be given confidence. So in this manner, everybody, this is our responsibility as a positive human being, not to be jealous of them, endorse them, help them, motivate them, so that they can do wonders for you. And one day, Pakistani women will also be representing you, Pakistan, in the Olympics. Why not? If they can do weightlifting, they can do boxing, they are in the cricket. Why not in Olympics? You see? This is the positive vision which we should have for the future. Over to you, Rida.
Sir, someone is asking a question that how can we groom our personality against this notion that what will people say? लोग क्या कहेंगे? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, you're audible. आप किससे क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो? Okay, Riya can answer this first, and I can.
I can answer this. Okay. There is like particular thing everyone like, even if we ask,
Sir, you
like
both
even
can
if we
answer
make a survey
voluntarily.
in, yeah, even if we make a survey in the entire world, I'm pretty sure like what's the first thing that stops you from achieving what you want to be and achieving what you really deserve. I'm pretty sure that almost 95% of people would be saying the answer that it's what will the people say? Log kya kahenge? What would people say if I get mistaken on the stage? What would people say if I could not perform as per their expectations? Isn't it all? So we are having this kind of mindset. We are not thinking what we can achieve from those things. If even if we fail, at least we tried. We had an opportunity. Explored ourselves. We knew what we are poor at, what we need to work on. People, they are just not looking at that. They are just like, log kya kahenge. Let me tell you all that the person who said that you do not deserve to be better, the people who will say you that you did not really perform well, you cannot perform well, just you need to work even to answer them. First thing. Second thing is that the person who said you this all, you'll never find them ever in your lifetime, because there were people who told me like you cannot perform well in public speaking, you are not good at speaking and all. Now I don't find even one single 1% of them who were telling those all in my initial days. So you need to have that thing like, even if I get mistaken today, I'll learn from it. I'll learn what I am bad at, what I can improve. I'll start learning it. I'll start improving it, and have that mentality. And just the first thing, remove from your mind that log kya kahenge. Just remove it. लोग कुछ नहीं कहेंगे, अगर वो कहेंगे तब भी तुम उन लोगों को जीवन में कभी नहीं मिलोगे. Just let them speak up. Let the crowd speak up, and you are the one who is going to be the one the crowd will follow next day. So I hope this answers you. Sir can add to this.
Uh,
Sir, I really want to ask you this question that how, yeah. Sir, I really want to ask you this question. Actually, we're running out of time and we have actually crossed the time limit. Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, I want to, yeah.
जी बोले आप क्या? What do you want to ask?
Yes, sir, I want to ask that how patriarchy has strengthened in our society and how it has managed to get a profound place in the system. I mean, it has evolved with time, and if we are experiencing it, then somehow we are convinced by the idea. That's why we are living with it. So actually, we were convinced, we believed in this, and that's why we are actually experiencing it on in our daily basis. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is your thought process on? So what is your thought process?
Uh,
What are the fears you face every day?
no, sir. Actually, I have been
You see,
like with the people who are going out shouting out ke patriarchy, patriarchy, Pidarshahi, and the system. If we were not convinced, then how it has managed to get the place in our society, how it has managed to get the place in our system. We believed in it. That's why it has strengthened. Like no idea would be managed to get a place if it has not been believed. What is your stance on that?
okay, I'm
If
actually,
Ria,
I'm not getting you. I'm actually not getting you. Okay, what you are making, what you want to say about this, all these things that has been developed. What is your actual answer, question about this thing? That क्या आप क्या कहना
no,
चाह रही हो? What
I
you
just
want
want to
asking
know
this?
the evolution process. I just want to know the evolution process कि भाई अगर इतना मसला हो रहा है इस चीज से तो ये चीज evolve भी तो आपने ही की है. This is my basic question. If Ria, you want to comment on this, then you can.
Okay.
Okay, you see, Haji, you see, this is, remember this thing कि ये एक, this is a war. Remember, this is a war between a good and a bad. आप ये चीज क्यों भूल जाती हैं कि आपकी जो एग्जिस्टेंस है ये इवॉल्व हो रही है, तो इसमें दो चीजें आपके साथ हमेशा रहेंगी. द गुड थिंग, द गुड थिंग एंड द बैड थिंग. नो, द गुड थिंग एंड द बैड थिंग. तो जब ये चीजें आप देखेंगी तो who is the, if you see the bad things around you, around your environment, that the question is who is going to fight them? Just give me the answer. It's you who is going to fight them. Nobody else will come. कोई यहाँ पे जिसे कहते हैं ना कि no, Julius Caesar will not come, Alexander will not come to fight your battles. It's you who is going to fight your own battles. If the system is evolving, this is the ecosystem. You have to live with it. You have to live with that. अब ये नहीं कह सकती कि मैं दुनिया से मार्स में जाके रहना शुरू कर दूंगी. No, not at all. You have to live with the system. And then with your own psychological capital, with your own willpower, your positivity, then it's up to you. How can you change the system? अब ये नहीं हो सकता कि एक चीज गलत हो रही है तो मैं हिम्मत हार के बैठ जाऊं. फिर तो वो जीत गए. अब जब फुटबॉल, देयर इज अ फुटबॉल मैच in which the two teams are, competing with each other, मुझे वो दिन बता दें कि एक टीम गोल करे, दूसरी बैठ जाए ग्राउंड के ऊपर, कहते हैं ओके जी हम मैच हार गए. मैच इस इंसान उस दिन हारता है जब वो इधर से हार जाता है, जब वो दिल से हार जाता है. Remember this thing. You lose at that moment when you lose your heart and your mind. So this is the thing you have to keep in your mind. So this is my take on this. Over, Rida.
Yes, Ria, would you like to add some comments on this?
Yeah, sure. So usually what I want to say to everyone listening is that when you are talking about patriarchal society, that patriarchy is going so much, women, we are not getting right. Let me tell you all that it might be that people who were in past, they accepted patriarchy as a part of their society, as a part of their culture. But we, the young generations and the generations of 21st century, we are quite aware about the fact that people should be treated equally. And patriarchal society is still existing. That's like a biggest question mark on all the awareness that we have gained, all the knowledge that we have gained regarding the equality and all. And still, if we manage to get convinced by patriarchal society, that's a big question mark on us and to what we have learned till date regarding the equality. So, and the next thing is, if you are saying that we are having patriarchal society, I'm not getting rights, I really want to get rights. Let me tell you that if you do not fight up for your rights, nobody else in this world will come to fight for you. If you cannot take a stand for yourself, do not even expect the world to take a stand for yourself, for you. So at first, take a stand for yourself, because when you start revolting against the patriarchal society, it could be your voice could be one, but initially it could be just one. But there are many people who want to remove the patriarchal society, but they are lacking the initiative, and you can be that initiative. So make the courage, take a stand for yourself. At least you can be an initiative, and later on, when you take the initiative, the people who are scared to take an initiative, they will join you, and you will have a huge mass to revolt against the patriarchal society, and ultimately we can remove this off entirely from the world and have a happy and equality and a society full of equality. Because if we still manage to get convinced by patriarchal society, then nothing can be done in the field of equality, nothing can be done for your rights, nothing can be achieved, especially by girls and women or marginalized people. So let's revolt. You could be one starting off, because the one who starts off requires a lot of courage. And I know that every one of you listening to this, you really have that courage to be a initiative, to be an initiative. You really have that courage. What you just need is you need to enlighten that courage. You need to find that courage inside you that is sleeping. You need to awaken it and raise a voice for yourself. That's the only way to end up this patriarchal society and achieve a happy and a society full of equality, peace, and justice. That's all from me.
Yes, Ria, I really endorse you, and I just want to add up that the solution is not that to cut the women in your life who believe in the patriarchal system, but you have to understand your gender values and your gender importance, and then you have to educate those women about their rights because they are not really aware of it. They believed in the system because they were born with it and they were convinced by it. And please just educate the women around you and realize and we need to realize our gender importance actually. And lastly, I would like to take the message from you guys for Takmeel Pakistan and for our audience. Over to you guys. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for providing such a beautiful insight. This was really nice having you.
It was an honor for me to stay with you all and to have this amazing session with you all. It was so amazing for me to share all the experiences that I have gained, and I really hope that the experiences, knowledge, or the views that I have shared will really help you. It's not that I am also absolutely 100% correct, because no one is absolutely correct and no one is completely wrong. So let's take the good part from everyone and let's move on to our life. And as I have mentioned before, do not forget these things that log kya kahenge. Just remove this from your mind, and you are going to achieve the big dreams. You are going to fly really, really high. So to every one of you listening, thank you so much for staying with us, listening to us, and because we are nothing without you all. And to Takmeel Pakistan, I want to just thank you all for providing such a platform for everyone to share their experiences, to be to influence other people, and for even for raising a platform so that people can learn, people can get the thought of others, they can really learn what's going on actually in the world. So thank you so much, Takmeel Pakistan, for this, and thank you so much for our amazing host Reed and Mahin. Since as Mahin could not join us too because of the internet issues, since he is listening to us, so thank you so much, and thank you so much to Sir for sharing such and amazing opinions, because even I could learn a lot from you. And thank you so much for all the audiences. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ria, for coming such to our platform and giving us time, because time is really important nowadays. It's all about time management, and I'm really happy to see your thought process, your enigma at this small age, and I pray for your successful life, and hopefully we can have so many wise and wisdom from you in the future on different platforms, and pay my regards to everybody back at home, to you, and we will keep in touch. Please take my YouTube also channel name and all the contact details from Rida. She is also having that, and we'll keep in touch in future. And yeah, Rida, sorry,
Yes,
I just
sir, sure. Yes,
yes.
sir, sure. I will be providing details to her. And yeah, I would like to mention that Ria is a YouTuber. So, guys, please go like her channel and support, subscribe, like, comment, share. And if you are really moved by her thoughts, so
I
just
have
support
also a
her.
YouTube channel, Miss Rida.
Yeah. Do that too. Go, guys, search and support him as well.
Should I?
Thank you so much for
Thank you very
coming.
much, Rida, for
Yes,
hosting
sir.
this.
If you guys want to share any details, so you can share.
Okay, I'll be
Ria
giving that
can.
in the comment section after the live is over.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Rida, you can share my details in the chat if you want. It will be of great help.
Yes, sir. I will be sharing that. And thank you
Don't
so
be
much.
don't be late, Rida. And also, we
Yeah,
are
no. I will be doing that. I will be doing that. I
okay.
will be doing that. Don't worry.
And thank you very much. And I hope to do some hosting. And I would love that you should be the guest, and Ria should be the guest, and also Maheen, because she was coming and going and coming and